The one with the sine 190. This one we can easily write it as 180 plus 10. You see. And then this one is close to 180 as well. So we can easily write it as 180 plus 45.
That's 45.
And this one is close to 360. So we can write it as 10, 360 plus 60. There we go.
Ooh,
Bottom, this is close to 90. We may want to use 90 because at least we will end up with a 10 also. So here it's like cos 90 plus 10. And then here this is close to 180. And we will also have a 45 if we say sine 180 plus 180 minus 45. Minus 45. So you can see here, they're gonna practically give us a mark for each of these, right? Remember, this is a 7-mark question. So you see here, according to our reduction formulae, CAST, 180 plus is in this quadrant where only 10 is
positive.
a
So it's
positive.
gonna be
So here,
minus 9.
yeah. And then here we have to be careful because you see we're multiplying stuff together. So we have to keep in mind that we're just multiplying. So that when we will work out cos 180 plus 45, we still end up here, right? We have to be careful to use brackets here. Otherwise, we end up forgetting that we're actually multiplying stuff and not like adding them or subtracting. Same here. Well, fortunately here 360 plus lands in this quadrant where everything is a positive. So this is just 10, 60. The bottom, remember, and it only when we work with 90 do
90.
we change from cos to a sine and all that. And 90 plus lands you in this quadrant where only sine is a positive. So since we're coming from cos, we have to put a minus here because cos is a negative in this quadrant. And then because we're working with 90, we have to change the trig ratio. You see, we change it according to the 90, and then we choose the sign according to this. You see, so 90 plus, sine is a negative there. I mean, sine is only a positive here. So since we're working with cos, we have to put a minus here. Since we're working at 90, we have to change from cos to sine. And the 10 is just there. And here, 180 minus, we're going to go 180 degrees minus, lands in this quadrant where sine is a positive. So this is clearly still just being multiplied by a positive sign. And this 45 is over here. So you can imagine all these here is going to give us at least a mark. You see, 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark. 5 whole marks, 2 more left. And clearly, you can already see that, okay, all these here are going to cancel out. And then these is just now where our special triangle is going to come in. Our special triangles, actually, the 45, 45, and then the 30, 60. So this one is easy, 1 and 1, square root of 2 over there. This one I always do 30 first because sine 30 is opposite over hypotenuse, which is just a half. Then I just put square root of 3 here and a 60 over there. So cos 45, we already know it's adjacent over hypotenuse. So it's going to be negative 1 over square root of 2. And then 1060, right, is opposite over adjacent. So that's like square root of 3 over 1. I'm doing it as a fraction just so that at least we can multiply easier and stuff. So the bottom part here, sine 45, we know it's also opposite over hypotenuse. So it's going to be positive 1 over square root of 2. So fortunately, these can cancel out. Then your final answer is just, snap. I need to double check. So we are supposed to end up with this. Let me try and see what.
You are right. You just left out the negative.
Wait, hold on. Because remember, we need to end up with like negative 1 over square root of 3.
Yeah, the way you said negative 1 over square root of 2, right? There's a negative there. Like that little dot that you did there, it's actually a negative.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is fine. So this is fine, right? So it's going to end up as like this though, which is not our answer. Because you see, this one has 1 on top. and then the square root of 3 at the bottom. So that's what I'm trying to look at to see.
Oh,
happened?
wait. You see there where you said square root 3 over 1? It's supposed to be square 1 over square root 3.
Opposite over. Oh heavens, another hour of algebra. Where is the picture? Wait a minute. 1060. What is 1060? 1060 is the ratio for 10 is opposite over adjacent, right?
Mhm.
So if this is 60, would have opposite over adjacent. But then wait, why is that not doing the things?
Um,
Da,
wait,
da,
where
da.
you said 10 is 60, right?
Oh no, that's
Oh,
30. That's 30. Yeah, I get it now. This is supposed to be a 30 because 30 plus the 360 is what gives us 90. Yeah, perfect. Okay, yeah. This is going to give us a 30. And then if we're working with 30, then it makes sense because this is going to be opposite over adjacent, which is 1 over that. And then because we have this over this, this negative is going to be there, right? So which is how we're going to end up with negative 1 over square root of 3.
oh, okay.
Fantastic. Fantastic. It's a good question. It's a good question. So you can see 7 marks for that.